Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, and tonight we are playing the Black Rock Adventurers campaign. We haven't played in a couple months. We might be a little rusty and might forget some things that have happened over the last, 13 sessions, but it's going to be a good time, and that's all we're here for. So, with that, we'll go around the table, let everybody introduce themselves and their character, and then, we'll start with the person directly to my left. Kat, go ahead.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm mostly drunk all the time, even though I'm not actually drunk, but it really makes things easier for trying to remember what's going on, or not, as the case may be.
Drunken Dwarf. Mm-hmm. Love it. Next, we'll go over to Francis.
Joining you this evening from his kitchen, I'm Andy, and I am playing Francis Deangelo, a Tempest Cleric. He is a defender of sobriety and early bedtimes. He wields a mean and terrible pun, and he is often found wearing socks with sandals, often at the beach.
Socks with sandals. Sounds like me. Minus the sobriety part. Now, since you're in the kitchen, you're on snack duty tonight, so when anyone needs snacks, you just go get everyone their snacks.
I have plenty of healthy snacks ready to go.
Excellent. Nolte.
So I'm Laura, and tonight I'll be playing Nolte, the Asimir Druid, Circle of the Stars, who, is a little bit flighty and out there. Definitely wants to know what all the stars are telling her, and not a fan of early bedtimes.
That's true. You like to stay up and gaze at the stars.
Do.
As a bunny. With a unicorn horn.
With a unicorn horn. And as we discovered as we were getting to log on, has really atrocious session notes. So,
Same. And I'm the one running it. That's a problem. Riley.
Hi, I'm Tom T.P. Grant, and I'm playing Riley, a human who made a little bit of a deal with a lich and now has some unearthly powers and enjoys playing cards, winning at cards, and starting fights, usually in that order.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And Vic.
Hi, I'm Paula, and tonight I will be playing the probable meat shield for the evening. I'll be playing Vic, who is a human barbarian. She is a stereotypical, highly intelligent, excessively strong barbarian.
Yep, something like that.
Yep.
Awesome. So last session, I watched it 3 times, so I know this really well now. We started off, the party came through a door, and there was a bunch of water below them. They stepped off into it and then sunk. Basically, the whole floor and everything of that level had kind of caved in. And so they got into some tussles with some skeletons. They swam to another room. Nolte was going to cast a spell of water walk, but Francis didn't give her the time and swam up to the top while everyone was fighting skeletons, and he hung out for a while, saving his own butt. Riley electrocuted everybody underwater with his warlock powers. And, Vic did Vic things and stabby, and Kat did some stabby, punch. And they saw a barrel. They left it floating there. Now, the barrel did look like this. Has an animal skull on it. Has a shovel on the side of it. It was a sealed barrel. And just floating on top of the water there. Now, when they got up to the surface, they noticed Francis was messing with the gate to this next room. And in the process, Nolte got distracted and went through the gate before checking out the barrel with everybody. When they entered this room, there was a small boy, and he kind of greeted them in a very nice, not so creepy way. And a bunch of people stepped out from behind pillars that looked exactly like our party. A battle ensued. Everyone got to fight their doppelganger, who was basically exactly like them, from their mannerisms to everything. The only thing that seemed different is they couldn't cast spells, which obviously favored our party. However, we found out that the boy could cast spells. They basically destroyed each other, and our party was victorious. When they won these battles, these creatures that looked like them turned into a puddle of goo. One creature in particular, Vic had, not Vic, Vic's doppelganger had a necklace on that looked, it was leather wrapped like a stone, very, very tribal looking, and it was left in this puddle of goo. The boy had teleported out of here, stepped through a portal, and we were left with the party victorious over these puddle of goo. All their equipment the doppelgangers had and everything also turned into a goo. And that was where we left off. Now, in the room we are in, there is a point of... there's a door over here, a stone door. There's also what appears to be an opening on the east side of this room. It's a very large room as well. So with that, what would you guys like to do? It's quiet all of a sudden. It's probably the quietest it's been since you've been on this third floor.
I, for one, would like to petition the group for us to take a little seat, maybe a snack, catch a little breather, because that last fight, that other Riley wasn't much, but I'm a little winded as I sit here at half health.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm
roll some hit dice.
Unfortunately for me, I don't have any spells in the first place. So Vic did a doppelganger. Vic did a great job.
Yeah, you two really slugged it out.
Yeah.
That was something to watch.
I mean, but nothing's better than the real thing.
Clearly, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the real thing, right? You're not the doppelganger.
But that...
Well, no, otherwise the other Vic wouldn't have turned into a puddle of goo.
That's true.
This one has a crown that was glowing as well last session.
Mm-hmm.
Francis had a shield that was glowing.
Yep.
But that necklace that she was wearing, what's that look like?
So it's leather wrapped. It's got like a stone that seems to be, I believe it was red before, but it seems to be changing colors, like a whirling like stone with a color changing inside of it.
Mood necklace.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's just temperature based. It's,
I mean, it's also changing when I'm touching it, so...
Are you touching it
maybe
right
that's
now?
Maybe that's a sign.
Did you reach into the ooze and pull it out?
Oh yeah, I pulled it out.
Okay.
I didn't put it on yet, but...
So when you reached into this goo, it's almost like, I don't know if you're familiar with what gack was. It's like this slimy, chunky, like, it's basically like what the kids like, that little slime stuff, but a little bit thicker. And when you hold this up, it's dripping this greenish, like, ooze.
I mean, that's kind of gross.
That's probably unhygienic. I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know that Vic is the most hygienic person in the first place.
That's it.
But so I'm gonna take out water skin and kind of rinse off the necklace a little bit. Do we have a way to identify stuff, or is this just let's wing it, put it on?
I can do detect magic, but I can't tell you what it is beyond that. And did you say, Lee, that Francis's doppelganger had a shield?
Yeah, they had the exact same equipment. However, when they like when you killed them, everything, equipment, clothing, everything turned into this ooze.
Got it. All right, Riley, you're down? You're beaten down a bit, and who else?
I think Vic.
Yeah, I'm a little rough.
All right. Well, before we do a short rest, let me do some healing here. How bad are you down, Vic?
You know, if my total life was summed up into two numeral, entities.
Should I use a mid-grade spell slot or a high-grade spell slot?
Mid-grade maybe will be fine. I'll be okay.
All right.
There's a lot of them there in the first place, so I guess that helps.
All right, Vic, I rolled pretty poorly, so you can take 9. And Riley, that's way better. So 17.
All right. Thank you very much.
And anybody else? Did you? Oh, Kat. All right. Do we need to do a detect magic? Do you want me to save that, or well, I'm just going to go ahead and burn the spell slot and hope that we don't need too bad.
Can you cast it as a ritual or no?
Cat 20.
So clerics are ritual casters. If they have the detect magic spell, they can do it as a ritual. It does take 10 minutes though.
Well, if we're gonna sit down and have a little snack, get some water, granola bar, something like that, might have time for it.
Do you need extra healing other than the healing you just got? Because you got really kind of cruddy healing.
Yeah, I know. I kind of got the short end of that stick, huh?
I mean, if it's.
I mean, I'm down.
How many hypothetical chances to recover? Like, how many hit dice do you have?
How many hit die do I have?
Yeah, because I have all my hit dice. Like,
I have all of mine left.
Yeah, let's not burn
so
too many
let's not
spell
worry
slots.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then if you're all gonna sit here and take a small snack, I don't actually need one of those because I really only need those back to when I change into animals, and I didn't do that yet. So I'm gonna go fish out the barrel in the other room.
That seems like the sort of thing that could start a thing that might interrupt our snack and might make the entire endeavor less valuable. So why don't you just sit here with me, and we'll have something to nibble on, and it'll be fine.
But I could go.
If it makes you feel better, you could just turn into a bunny right now, and then you'd need the snack to recover something.
I turn into a bunny.
You'd be a bunny, which is awesome.
I was gonna say, and now, just for you, Tom, I am a bunny for the next 3 hours.
Awesome.
And I get that wild shape back on my short rest.
So, just so you guys know, so this room had 5 pillars. It had 1 directly in the center, and 4 that were kind of spaced out equally in separate sections. So 2 in the north side, 2 in the south side. Now the southwest pillar has collapsed. It was collapsed before the battle. The pillar in the southeast corner has a capstan at the base of it. It's kind of like things that, like rods that stick out that you usually can spin it around it kind of thing. And there's a stone door to the west and an opening on the east where the wall has seemingly partially collapsed. And so you guys are camping for an hour, correct?
And just a little seat.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I check out the partially collapsed wall during that time?
Yeah. So you go over there. Can you see in the dark, or you have light on your tiara thing?
Yeah.
Your
It's a crown.
Yeah, sorry, crown. So it's very dark. It's a very small space that you could crawl through. Do you want to go into it at all?
I mean, sounds safe. Sure.
When we're
Bunny
done
Nolte
resting,
could go. I was
if,
gonna
if,
say,
if
Oh,
Nolte can't
Bunny-
go explore the barrel, then Vic should not explore the hole.
but Bunny Nolte could fit in it.
yeah, Nolte could fit in the hole.
Does Nolte want to go through the hole?
I mean, she definitely does. She's definitely over there by Vic, but is remembering that Riley said she shouldn't go up exploring while he's having granola.
As you guys approach the wall, Francis is over here scolding you guys about how you shouldn't go anywhere without the group and how you haven't even checked out that barrel yet.
Yeah.
No swimming for 3 hours after our snack.
as if he wasn't the one who opened this gate and got us into this big fight in the first place.
And think about all the cool stuff. Think of the experience that you got as a result.
But we're doing
I
milestones.
mean, this adventure is the lessons we learned along the way. I mean,
The important thing.
So in the course of this hour, you do feel some rumbling through the ground, like very slight tremors, but nothing that worries any of you.
The fact that you mentioned it worries me.
I'm just setting a tone. Just setting the tone.
Meta.
So yeah, the hour passes. You guys can click your short rest buttons.
all right, I'm feeling much better.
I should
Yeah.
say, in that time, Nolte, did you go back and grab the barrel? Well, you couldn't because you're a bunny. Does somebody go back and grab the barrel?
Oh, suppose we can go do that now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling completely better, completely refreshed. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. So Vic is holding the necklace, probably looking at it for that hour. Do you wear the necklace to attune to it if it needs attunement?
I mean, did Francis, did he tell me if it was magical or not?
I did not detect magic on it, but my
Also,
guess is if it survived, it probably is.
Also, if you attune to it, it's going to be magical. So, like, if you wear it and nothing happens, then it's not magical. I
mean,
can't say this because I'm a bunny.
he said it's not magical though.
Who said it's not?
Francis.
I
Nolte's
didn't say
wiggling her
that.
nose a lot. That means she wants you to attune to it. I picked that up on Bunny Nolte.
I mean, Vic will put it on. She's probably
Okay.
just gonna put it on. Let's be real here. Like, we can analyze it all we want to, but that, solid 6 intelligence is just telling me that, like,
Ooh, shiny, put it on.
the best way to figure it out.
Yeah. So when you put it on, you feel like this thing is magical. In fact, the color then changes to a stark, bright red, and you feel it like almost embed itself into your chest there, like where it's sitting, and it is basically like part of you at the moment. Like even if you try to pull it off, it doesn't want to come off.
Yeah, well, it's like, you guys, this necklace has basically picked me. Like, it's like it knew I was coming, It wanted me to have this thing. This is going to be important later, I'm telling you. Telling you now.
I'll be honest. it
The
kinda
amazing,
feels a
awesome
little
Vic.
weird.
Yeah.
Do you feel different, Vic? Do you feel like a tick has embedded itself in you and you're about to be sick, or do you feel like you got a shot of something mysterious and now you're feeling pretty strong and invigorated?
Yeah, like number 2. I think this is going to be, like, this is going to help me out. I think that this is, like, one of the coolest things I've ever found. And it clearly, like, wants me to wear it. Did you see how bright it is? How much it lights up now? Definitely wanted me to wear it.
I think Vic's doping again.
I love it.
Bunny Nolte starts hopping back to the other room with the barrel.
Okay.
I'm gonna go follow Nolte. I'll give her a hand, seeing how she's still a bunny.
Follow the bunny.
Yeah, so you get into the other room. The bunny, this barrel's too big for the bunny. The bunny is like the size of the skull on the side of this thing.
Could the bunny hop onto the barrel and like swim it to the shore?
You know what? Yeah, we'll allow it. Probably not, but we'll allow it. You do it. You kind of like nudge it up onto the side. It's now sitting there.
All
I
right.
look expectantly at someone to open it.
Riley will open it. Why not? What could go wrong?
So it's a 4-foot tall barrel fashioned from a single section of hollowed tree. 2 metal hoops jutting from the barrel's side hold a grave digger's shovel. A beast's skull adorns the barrel's exterior. 2 leather shoulder straps allow the barrel to be carried on one's back. When empty, the barrel weighs 60 pounds. The barrel... Sorry, not trying to give away too much at the moment.
No, it's fine. I think the grave digger's shovel and some of the... What?
Yeah, it's about a 65-pound barrel.
Yeah, and what color did you say the stuff was on it? Sorry, I think I missed something.
No, I
there
think
was
I said
a skull.
something.
There was a shovel.
Yeah, 2 leather shoulder
Backpack
straps so you
straps.
can wear it. Yep.
Okay.
Probably meant to be worn either as a backpack or possibly even on your front, or maybe even on your side somehow.
All right.
There isn't some kind of a wick coming out of it or a detonator button, is there?
No. So it's a solid tree stump that's appears to be hollowed out. However, the top is enclosed at the moment.
Pop it open.
Okay. You try to pop it open. It doesn't want to open for you.
Well then, it's being a little stubborn. Check that inventory.
Wait, but it was floating before?
Yeah.
65 pounds and floating.
Yep.
Cool.
Nolte's going to hop down and stop being a bunny because she's like, this is so cool. I love this barrel. It's a whole tree. Did you see that it's a whole tree, guys? Can I open it?
You can try. I was gonna try to force
so
it.
you try to open it casually, and it does not seem to want to open.
I'll give you a hand.
What if I open it with my crowbar?
Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Even with advantage because you're using a crowbar.
Awesome. Ooh, that's a natural 20 for a 21.
Nice.
It does not seem to want to open. It almost seems like it just won't open for you for some reason.
But
Well,
Hold on, you guys.
crowbar.
The amulet came to me for a reason. Maybe I'm the only one who can open the barrel.
yeah, Vic, I think that's a great idea. I think Vic should smash.
I hand Vic the crowbar. Don't smash it. It is a very cool single barrel, and I want it intact. I could wear it as a backpack.
It's very handy.
Could I take the gravedigger's shovel while this is happening and just take a
Yeah,
look
you
at
can
it?
take the shovel. Is Nolte you trying to wear it as a backpack?
Am I the only one?
No, I'm waiting till it's
Oh, okay.
open first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can pick the shovel, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Vic is gonna take the crowbar and she's gonna like grab her necklace and she's like, "Come on, I know we can do it." And she's gonna take the crowbar and try and pry open the barrel.
Why don't you just try opening it without? If you have the amulet, you probably don't need a crowbar. Just be
Well, you know,
gentle the first time.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me athletics with advantage with the crowbar.
that is an 18.
Yeah, no, it doesn't want to open. In fact, it doesn't even budge.
Is there any like writing on the barrel or anything on the top of the barrel?
No, there's a really tiny hole at the very top.
Like wick size hole.
I was just
No,
like,
not-
how tiny of a hole.
Actually, yeah, it might be the size of a wick, but yeah, no. There's nothing protruding from it.
Can I tell what type of skull is on it?
Yeah, give me a nature check.
13.
You can't quite tell. It might be like a horse skull, or it might be like a bull without the horns. In fact, you almost like looking at it like from one angle, it looks like a horse. Next angle, you're thinking, it's more of a bull without the horns.
Okay. Interesting idea. Riley, can I have that shovel?
Yeah. Why don't you take that?
I'm going to take the shovel from Riley, and because it was on the barrel, I'm going to try to open the barrel like by prying it up with the shovel.
Okay.
As if like maybe the key was attached to it.
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Sure.
Always tip the bard.
18.
Yeah, it doesn't budge. Nolte, give me an arcana check.
Okay. 19.
You feel like this thing has to be magically sealed somehow.
Yeah. But I can't tell what type of magically sealed it is.
No.
Well, I guess we could take it with us.
I mean, we could, but can I see inside it? Can I see if there's anything in it? There's a hole.
Yeah, you could try to look in there.
I want to look in there.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Stick your eye on the hole.
You got your eye like right up to it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. 19.
Okay. Looking in, you can't quite tell exactly what it is. There's something like right under the hole, like maybe an inch down that you could even like touch with your finger. It looks like it might be hard. It's kind of like a light. It's an off-white color.
I'm going to cast light on it.
Okay. It reflects back.
But does it like illuminate the inside of the barrel so I can see
what? It
what...
probably does, but you can't see because the thing is like blocking. Like you can't make out what it is.
All right. I'm going to dispel light. Well, this is super cool and I want it, guys, but I don't know how to open it. So anybody have any ideas?
I mean, it's got straps. Vic, you want to carry a barrel?
I mean, yeah, I can do that.
All right, we take it with us and we dispel the magic somewhere up there with someone who knows how to do that sort of thing.
Sure.
Okay. So you just put it on like a backpack then?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you put it on and you guys head back into the big room. Off to the east is that opening, that crawl space style opening. Vic did see that looking in there's like a crawl space, and to the south it opened up into a little bit bigger of an area, but it was dark. And her crown being on top of her head had a little bit of an obstruction on the light in there. There was also a way that kind of went north through there, it looked like.
So we can just kind of crawl through it?
Yeah, without a barrel on your back. Vic, this 65-pound thing on your back, you're getting a feeling about it. Almost like it requires attunement.
The barrel?
Yeah.
Well, as we're marching along, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, like if you're attuning to something, do you have to like sit there and look at it, or like you just have to
usually
be near
you just
it?
have to be
you just
like
have to wear it,
something like that. But it takes an hour.
Okay.
You wear it for an hour?
Yeah.
Does everyone
Why
wait
not?
for you?
No, I mean,
No,
like,
we're
we're
going.
gonna continue along our merry
Okay.
way, but you know, we'll
Yeah.
check back in.
Okay. So who's going through the crawl space, or are you guys going the other direction?
Could we check out the door first? Or do we want to go through the crawl space?
Well, I still got the barrel.
Yeah, so we can't go
Can't
through
really
the crawl
crawl.
space. So let's go through the door.
Check out the regular door. Let's do the easy thing first and the hard thing second.
Okay.
I agree with
Good
Francis
idea.
for once. Let's get the easy money first.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the door.
So it's a stone door. Who's trying to open it?
Vic.
Sounds
Yep.
like a good thing.
Will do.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh, hey. This is a natural 20.
Yeah. What's that with your bonus?
822.
So you just see Vic go up and like try to push this stone door open. You don't see any hinges or anything on this side, so you would assume that it is something you push or something. And it does not give.
Can I
Guys,
help
there's
her push
something
it?
wrong with the door.
Wait, do we have? I think we have.
Got some keys.
We got a key.
We do have keys. We have a whole like ring of keys, don't we?
I believe so.
I think we have a skeleton key.
Ah,
We have a
probably
key
would be
from a wardrobe in room 14.
On what
And
level?
I-
Do you remember? Was that level 2?
Room 14.
Oh. Okay.
It's where we
Gosh.
also.
Our note taker doesn't even have good notes. Jeez. No, I'm just kidding.
It was in the wardrobe.
Okay, I gotcha. It was floor 2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you do have a key from there. A regular key.
Does it fit in this door?
Oh, but does this door have any sort of?
Does not look like there's any keyholes.
Maybe we could try opening our the music box, because we found a key in the golden box too.
You could open the music box. Do you guys remember the music it played?
With the ship on the waves,
Yeah.
it like plays a sea chanty or something.
Yeah. There you go. So who has that right now?
Well, since I just said it, let's say I pull it out and open it and listen to the music and say, "Try this."
So it starts playing some music, a little jingle. It's a little different than before. It is playing the typical like sailor songs. Do me a favor, Francis. Give me an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence.
That you probably won't end well. Well, let's see. I only need one hand to tell you what it is. 5.
Yeah, no, you're totally at a loss. You don't know what's going on here. Somebody else want to do an intelligence check?
So as per normal.
Hey,
No, I don't want to do it.
yes, I'll do one.
All
Okay.
right.
Hit us, Nolte.
Although your rolls have been on fire tonight, Nolte, so you're due for a whiff.
16.
So you are standing there watching Francis do all these things with the door after Kat tries to push it. And you look over at the one pillar with the capstan. And you think, oh, that might be the mechanism.
All right, I'm going to go over and attempt to activate that mechanism.
Okay. So you like grab one of the bars and start pushing it around the pillar in a circle. And the door opens to the west.
Hey guys, I
You
found
should
the
have
thing.
should have told me that that's how you got to open the door. Can't know
How many
that.
player characters does it take to open a door?
Apparently about 3.
But we didn't have to use spell slots or lose hit points, so we're still ahead.
That's
True.
true. That's quite true. But we did waste a couple nat 20s already.
I don't
We
think dice
did.
probability works like that, though. So,
All right.
so I'll say it took you guys a solid 30 minutes to figure that out. As you guys were figuring it out, the door, like I said, opens into a hallway. We'll call it Area 5.
Area 51?
The stone door opens slowly when the lever is pushed. There is a passageway that heads south and then west. There is also a hole in the wall immediately to the north. Directly opposite the stone doorway you are in is a simple wooden door. At the end of the southern passage is another simple wooden door. So in other words, there's two wooden doors, one directly in front of you, one down to the south and to the west. And then there's an opening to the north.
And when you say an opening, do you mean
like the wall had collapsed? The wall had kind of like collapsed a little, yeah. And you smell almost like a sweet, pungent smell coming from the north.
Well, more doors.
I'm
More
really
door?
tired
What?
of doors. Let's go through the hole. This is a standing up hole, not a crawling hole.
All right.
Well, there's a door right across, like 10 feet away, right?
Yeah,
We could go down the hallway to the south, we could go through the opening to the north, or we could just open the door immediately in front of us, right?
yes. So there's this door, there's this door, or there's the opening right here.
Sure, let's try the doors.
Okay, so opening the door to numero 7 or 6?
7.
7.
Okay.
Immediately. We're going path of least resistance here.
Okay. The door opens with a creak and falls off its hinges. Inside,
I told you guys I was strong. I mean, I know everybody was sketchy after the last door, but clearly.
inside is clearly a bedroom. A large bed sits in the corner, and next to it is a table and chair. Old candles have burned down to their bases on the table, upon which there is an old map. There is also a small cupboard. Next to the door is a large bookshelf filled with old, tattered tomes.
Well, I'm gonna
There's
go take-
also what appears to be a letter on the table next to the bed.
Oh, let's take a
Vic,
look at those.
there are a lot of words in here, so you should probably just stay in the hallway.
Yeah, no, actually, I think I'm going to lay down on the bed while these fools check out those books and the words and stuff.
That's a good idea.
okay.
You don't want
I'm going to examine the barrel while they do that.
Okay. So you go and you kind of like take the barrel off of one shoulder and like hop onto the bed. As you hop on the bed, you just see dust like come flying up in the air off this bed. Like it's clearly nobody's been in here in years.
Whew. Watch out.
So yeah, you start examining the barrel. What is everyone else doing?
I'm
Take
gonna
a look
check
at that
out
letter.
the map.
What? Let's start with Kat.
I'm gonna check out the map.
Okay. You go over and look at the map. The map looks like some sort of battle plans. Give me a history check.
16.
So you're not exactly sure what this battle plan might be for. You can't make out any of the points on it or any of the writing and what it exactly says. Probably because it's old and weathered a little bit. But yes.
Cool.
But you know it's battle plans.
It's a win.
All right. What did you want to do, Riley? You wanted to look at the note?
I want to look at the note and some of the tomes.
Okay. So the letters on the side table, the books are over on the bookshelf. So I'll let you read the letter. So you pick up the letter. You start reading it. It says, Vadher, Vadher, a once great wizard, has been taking heroes and adventurers as experiments. He is known for his high-end blue robes. If you see him, execute him on sight. Sir Keen. Give me a history check.
Oh, alrighty.
Keen, Keen, in case you guys are
I
trying
don't know
to
if that whole execute on sight thing's going to work out for everybody trying to kill that particular wizard. That's going to be an 11.
So you know that Sir Keen also went by the name of Keen the Broken. Much later in life, he earned that nickname somehow.
Yeah, I'm thinking that whole slaying the wizard thing didn't go great for him. I want to fold that letter up and just tuck it away in my pocket because I think I have a strong suspicion on who that might be referring to.
Okay.
And gonna go take a look over at the tomes.
Okay. Yeah, so you open up a couple of the books. They've clearly seen water damage at some point. But looking around the room, it doesn't look like this room has a lot of water that kind of flows into here. You also notice a small cupboard in this room at the bottom of the bookshelf.
Oh, what's in there?
You open the cupboard. It contains what looks like a soldier's outfit. It's got old rusty medals on it that cling loosely to the attire.
Take it out and like shake it out and take a look at it. Do I recognize a force that this uniform might belong to?
You can give me a history check.
All right. Riley was asleep for that day in history class because he rolled a 9.
Yeah, you have no idea. I mean, you think it's probably the local, something local though.
Yeah. Hey, Kat, Francis, Nolte, what do you all make of this?
I got a 16 again.
Okay. You would know these are ceremonial. These were the uniform of the local military for the whole Black Rock region.
There you go. Fancy
Got it.
dress.
Somebody's dress uniform they tucked away in a cupboard.
Are the medals like highly decorated medals, or are they like I give these out for cleaning my room medals?
Do you have a... You know what? You can make a history check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Unless you have a soldier background. Does anybody here have a soldier background?
No.
Okay. A 1? I mean...
Plus 2 is 3.
I mean, to you, it could have been just, toilet cleaner, or, I'm sorry, what do they call it? Outhouse
Latrine.
cleaner. Yeah,
Latrine.
latrine cleaner. You have no idea. They look kind of fancy, but they're clearly extremely old.
Turns out they're all Boy Scout medals he just pinned on his uniform.
Stolen valor.
All right. Well, never mind.
Okay.
Hey, what do the books look like?
That's what I'm checking out.
Yeah, so when you so Riley had kind of looked at a couple. The first couple were kind of torn up and ratty. As one of you picks them up, we'll say Francis picks one up. He opens it, and this one's a little bit more legible. There's military strategies and histories, and another one talks about ranks in the military. Nolte, that's the book you pick up, coincidentally.
Do I see any insignia that would make me change my mind on the other uniform?
Yeah, give me a history check, or not history, perception or investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Actually, my perception is way better. I'm going to do that one.
Okay.
Can I do that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
Okay, so you're like flipping through the book, just looking for a picture that matches, and you come across one of the kind of emblems. It actually has what looks like a hand, and it matches one of the medals, and it looks like there's some kind of like squiggly lines coming from the hand, and it says it's basically a military intelligence position.
Okay. I'm going to share that with the group. That's interesting.
Do you want, and as you start reading about it, you would know that typically these were spellcasters who would basically buff soldiers before sending them out into war and things like that. And occasionally they would do experiments to again have an upper edge in military warfare.
And at this point, Noldy is like piecing things together and is starting to get ideas. So I'm like, maybe let's take this with us, guys. I'm having a sneaking suspicion that maybe it belongs to that evil paladin.
I think that might. Yeah, we'll see.
The one that we've had other indications was linked to this crypt thing, and then that maybe your friend didn't want us to attack, and maybe we could use his old shit to convince him to be good again.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might not work, but it's an idea. Everyone's sitting there really quietly now. Someone say something.
Yeah, I would say that's a good idea, but do you think the medals might be better than the book? I mean, the medals are something that are personal to him and easy to carry.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. I didn't mean the book.
Oh, okay.
I meant his medals and I meant like his uniform.
All right, that makes sense.
I'd say let's take it, and I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll just have Vic wear it, and then she'll just be the barrel carrying.
I mean, worst comes to worst, it ends up not doing anything, and we melt the metals down for actual metal. But like,
somebody could look good in the dress uniform. Dress uniforms are always nice looking.
All right,
I agree.
I'm gonna tuck the uniform into my saddlebags.
Okay. Over the time of like looking at books and stuff, Vic, you are attuned now to that barrel.
Okay, so you guys are over there, you're wrapping up your conversation about the books, about the medals. Vic has not been paying any attention at all. When out of the blue, she says, "Hey guys, have we come across any like remains in this dungeon?"
I mean, like all those skeletons.
We've made a few.
Oh, yeah. We did kill a bunch of skeletons, didn't we?
There has literally been, like,
how
hordes
far
of
back? How far back was that room? So I got this idea. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go get a bunch of the skeleton bones, and we're going to put it in the barrel.
We can't open the barrel.
Why would we want to put them in the barrel?
We're going to put them in the barrel, and then the barrel is going to make us more skeletons.
We don't want skeletons.
And then we're going to have a skeleton army.
Okay, well, I think...
So we're going to put that idea in the maybe pile.
I was like, so we'll put a pin in that.
It's an idea. It's definitely an idea. I don't know that it's a good idea, but it's an idea.
Everybody give me a perception check. Who rolled the highest?
10.
It wasn't me.
I'm thinking of the Shaggy song now.
13.
Do I need to make the perception check too?
Yep, everybody.
20.
I got a dirty 20.
Ooh. With bonuses, Vic and Nolte. Did you get a natural 20, Vic?
No.
Okay, so both dirty 20s. Okay, Nolte and Vic, you notice that just under the bed, probably from Vic jumping onto it, there's this, it almost looks like an ivory symbol that has like kind of come partially out from under the bed. Looks like, yeah, you pick it up. It looks like a holy symbol of Artyx. Artyx.
Hey, Francis, do you know who this person is?
Well, based on that perception check, I'm not sure I know my name.
No, but you just weren't able to see it under the bed. I found it under the bed. It's
All right,
a holy
so
symbol.
Religion?
I don't know about holy shit, and you
Religion?
do.
Yep, religion check.
All right. Well, so 3 rolls. My highest is still the 5.
Okay,
But I
so
got a
this is-
modified 7 here.
So this is worse than last session where you kept rolling 7s or lower.
But I'm consistent, and that's the most important thing.
No, it's not.
You do know this, and this is right in your wheelhouse. It's shocking that you can't recall this, but he is definitely one of the 14 current gods.
Is he one of the good ones or the bad ones?
Give me a religion check.
All right. 11.
So because this is mostly general knowledge, you do know he is the god of knowledge. He's the most prideful of the gods. Artix owns
That's not good.
Artix owns the domain of knowledge. His arrogance and pride are how the other gods view him. Many wealthy scholars pray to Artix to gain knowledge. Many liches worship Artix, and he is known to have some cults that serve him. Artix is usually depicted as having a monocle, and in fact, there is a rumor that his monocle is somewhere out in the world and grants its wearer great intelligence and knowledge.
Interesting.
Well, knowledge probably means it's good.
That's not what I'm interpreting that to be.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because liches oftentimes worship good gods. Yeah.
Well,
that
you
makes
know,
total
I mean,
sense.
I like everybody has a gray area, you know? Okay, fine.
Nolte, you're a druid, so you
Yeah.
might know this too. So this looks like it's carved out of a very large creature's tooth.
Oh,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
is it?
It's the size of a hand, and that's after it's carved.
Does it appear to be old?
Very old.
Hey, what do you got there, Nolte?
Like decades old.
Old tooth?
Yeah?
Is a tooth a bone?
Yes.
Yes.
We could put it in the barrel.
You're not putting it in the barrel.
I'm just saying. Maybe
I
next
mean,
time.
it's a sort of sculpted tooth. I'm not sure it would work for the barrel.
Yeah, what's it sculpted to look like?
So it looks like
Lich
this.
god?
Yeah, so it looks like this holy symbol of this god. So the actual carving, we'll say, is a depiction of Artix with a monocle. So it looks like a man with a monocle. A very sculpted, muscular man dressed in very nice clothing. But it's not the most detailed either. So
Did you want it?
Oh, what is it?
It's a holy symbol to a lich god.
That's a thing.
give me a religion check, Riley.
But it's ivory.
It's not.
I
It's a tooth.
rolled a 19.
Oh, okay. So you do know everything I just said. You know that he is the god of knowledge, but you also know that the possible item that's out there in the world is cursed, or at least you've heard that it's cursed. And if you get the monocle that supposedly belongs to this god, not only will it grant you great intelligence and knowledge, but over time it will sap you of your intelligence and knowledge, causing you to forget everything.
Really now? You know,
When you say cryptic things like that to yourself, it's super creepy.
oh, sorry. I recognize this particular deity. God of knowledge.
Lich god, I said that.
Yeah, but it's not all knowledge is good knowledge.
Yeah,
Sort of deal.
like lich knowledge.
Wait, knowing is totally half the battle.
Yeah,
G.I.
and the other
Joe.
half is not being a lich.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, debatably. So I don't know. What are we gonna do with that? You gonna hold on to it? Should I hold on to it?
Do you want to hold on to it?
Yeah,
I
I'll
was
hold-
just gonna put it back under the bed.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay, I'll give it to Riley.
All right.
Throw that. Can you throw the spelling in chat for me?
Of the god?
Yeah.
Yep, I will do that. There you go. All right.
That sounds like a high-end brand name for outdoor equipment.
Arctics.
I mean, you got a good point there.
To
Like,
be honest,
speak
I
equipment,
came
see-
up with that like, I don't know, years ago, and I don't remember what inspired it.
Okay.
Uh,
So after we wasted all this time checking out this bedroom, can we go through the not door? Because I kind of think we're just going to find another bedroom, and I'm getting super bored by the bedroom. Vic's on my side.
I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere.
so do you want to go through this hall, or do you want to go east to that other hole?
This one's a standy-uppy one, not a crawling one.
Right.
I mean, unless Vic wants to leave her barrel and crawl.
No. No, I don't really want to leave the barrel. This is going to be cool. You guys don't believe me. I know you don't believe me, but I'm going to fill this thing up. It's going to be great.
We can't open it.
Straight fire.
We can't open it.
There's a hole in the top.
Let's
Not big
go through
enough for
let's go through
bones.
the tunnel then.
Okay. So you guys are leaving this room and going north then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So who's leading?
Vic.
Vic's in the front. What's marching order?
I'll go behind Vic.
Okay. So you go north and then you go right around the corner. And the dark passage heads east a short way, narrows a bit, and then widens again further ahead. In the narrow area appears to be a trap that has already been sprung.
Seems like good luck.
Old dried blood cakes the instruments of death protruding from the walls. On the ground are the remains of a person.
Oh, this is bad. Vic, come to the back with me.
I'm going to put him in the barrel.
His old dry husk has been severely lacerated in the trap. The sound of water hitting water can be heard coming from the east. The black hole of the opening up ahead, like the maw of a gargantuan beast, fills you with a great dread. On the ground here, you see a corpse that looks like some robes, not armored, just wearing some robes. Has a staff that appears to have been sawed in half by this saw blade trap. It also looks like there's a book that's been mostly shredded by this trap.
Well, I do propose that we learn from this unfortunate fellow's mistake and
Not get slashed.
yeah, we were very careful, but I wonder what this here particular fellow was here doing.
Give me a wisdom check, Riley.
I'll do one better. I'm gonna crouch down, look this little skeleton in the eye, and I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead.
Oh, okay. How does that
Ask
spell
him.
work?
I grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of my choosing within range 10 feet. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. So does he have a mouth and is he going to jump up at me?
He has a mouth.
All right. And is he moving?
Does the spell make him move?
No.
No, he's
It
not
doesn't
moving.
work on undead.
He's not moving. He's face
All right.
down too, by the way.
All right. So I'm going to like just kind of reshuffle him a little bit. And
so you take his top half that's been severed from the bottom half, and you move it to the wall so it's propped up.
Yep. Until the spell ends, I can ask up to 5 questions. Corpse only knows what it knew in life, including languages. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. And yeah.
Okay.
If it recognizes me as an enemy, it doesn't have to answer my questions.
Okay.
So, as Riley's gonna draw in, and the gem on his glove is just gonna glow, and he's gonna touch it, and it's gonna like kind of make the whole thing jolt a little bit.
Beautiful.
Yeah. He's looking and says, "What were you looking for in this here place?"
That her.
Turns to look at the group. That name mean anything to you guys?
Does that
Yeah.
name mean anything to us?
Yes, that is the name of the once great wizard who had been
Right.
experimenting on people.
Look back at him. Were you here to kill the wizard, or were you working for the wizard?
Kill. Or capture.
All right. Did the wizard have anything of value you were looking for?
No.
All right. Looks like it was just here for life. I'm up to 3 questions. I got 2 left. Anybody got anything for me?
Ask him about the doppelganger thing.
All right. Potential question. Vic, you had a thought?
Ask him if we can take his bones.
You know, I appreciate the thought there. That's a good idea. We'll put that one in the, if we don't have any other questions.
Vic, you get inspiration.
Oh,
Good to ask consent.
you might think about asking if he's wearing robes. I wonder, is it possible that he might have, well, he wouldn't be the person whose bedroom we just left, or if he knows whose bedroom we just left,
How
who
would
the
he know
soldier
whose
was with the
bedroom we
medals.
were in?
I think this must have been the wizard's place.
Ooh.
But he would have
Makes me
gotten killed by a
think that-
trap it wouldn't have been him.
Yeah, no, but that makes me think that maybe the stuff in there was like that the wizard took trophies.
Turn back and look.
Oh.
Turn back and look at the corpse. Is this the lair of the wizard you were seeking to kill or capture?
Yes, now.
All right, there we go. So definitely the place of the wizard.
Ooh. No, I mean, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed by a trap, but you could ask him, does he know of any weakness the wizard had?
Not sure that would be the most up-to-date information if we were to get it.
Why?
I think I know the wizard.
Why would you know the wizard?
I got a feeling we can talk about it a little bit later, but I don't think any weaknesses the wizard may or may not have had at the time of this fellow's death situation may have changed a little.
Well, has he seen the wizard since he died?
This guy?
Yeah.
He only knows what he knew in life.
And what the corpse would know.
Spell specifically says corpse only knows what they know in life.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm looking right at it.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. This one will be, I guess, a little bit weird then. My barbarian friend right there just would like your consent to harvest your bones.
Odd question.
Right. But that's not an answer.
No preference.
All right. Yeah, I guess it's no strong feelings on the issue. I guess that's a tepid yes.
You notice he's got a pouch, a coin pouch, and also appears to have a ring on his finger.
Oh my.
Oh, of course. You notice that after you're done asking him questions.
You know what? I was a little focused, Francis. All right. Well, he's not going to be talking to anybody ever again. So, what's that ring look like?
It looks, so it's silver, and it has like different stones all around the band. Different colored stones, red, blue, green, basically all your primary colors.
Look magical by any chance?
Possibly.
Have that magical, like light blue sparkle that all magical items have.
I mean, super not.
Do you want to put it on and
tarnished
find out?
If it's old, I do, but Riley has it.
You gonna put it on, Riley?
Well, Riley was taking a look at it. Does it have any indications of being magically enchanted?
You can give me an Arcana check.
All right. That's a 15.
You think it would probably be magical. It looks like every other magical ring with variants to it.
You know, I actually could use some sort of magical item. I'm gonna put this ring on and just see what it does.
Okay. So you put it on. It's definitely feeling magical to you. It gives you a little tingly feeling in your finger. But it will take you a while to attune to it.
All right.
Anything else anybody wants to do?
Yeah, while Riley was talking to the corpse, I'm going to ritually cast Water Walk.
Okay.
Because we heard water hitting other water up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So that way Francis doesn't run away because he's a pansy when it comes to water.
When you're covered in armor, you tend to be a little...
when you're the only one weighed down, well, with 65 pounds of stuff all over your back.
I mean...
Hey, this barrel is heavier than it looks.
That barrel floats, too.
Like a life jacket.
There you go. It's like a barrel of swimming or
Right.
floating.
Ready to move on, guys?
Yes,
Yep.
let's head toward the maw, the danger, the foreboding.
I mean, isn't that what we're down here to do anyway? If we were just trying to do the safe thing, we would have gone up to the inn like 3 days ago.
Technically, I think you guys came down here to find the Thieves Guild or the Assassins Guild.
No, we came down here because they were paying us to clear out the storage
Rats.
room.
They were clearing
Yes.
out the rats.
Yes.
There were some rats,
But
and now we're get like a lich or something
But
like that.
Nolte's
instead.
investigation of the looking for the Assassins Guild everywhere led to the trash trap door of the kitchen, which led to this trap door under the tavern that now is here.
That is something we totally put together.
Yeah, that investigation has not borne fruit yet.
Yet. Keyword.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Awesome.
Hello.
Okay. So you guys start to make your walk. You kind of leave the book that's all in tatters there, and you start walking forward. You get to the corner, and right before you get to the corner, Vic, you see a fountain set against the eastern wall. Water cascades out of the mouth of a stone skull, beautifully carved from a single piece of marble. Only it is not water which pours from the skull. It's blood. Rivers of the deep red liquid gush from the wall and slosh around in the fountain base. In front of the fountain stands a large and imposing skeletal lectern. There's no dust in this room, and the air is very sweet and pungent. And with that, we're going to take a 5-minute break.
All
We'll be
right.
right back. All right, we're back. So when before they came to this corner, Vic grabbed the bones. Did you open the barrel to put the bones in it?
I'm gonna try and fit them down the hole first.
Yeah, they don't fit.
Okay.
Plus, the bones are kind of stiff.
Then yeah, I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and open it again.
Yeah. So it opens easily for you. You just pop. When you open it, you see what looks like some bones already in it. You
Perfect.
could replace. You could take old bones out if you wanted to put this in there.
No, I'm just gonna put these ones on top of it.
Okay.
I'm just filling it up.
Okay. It's already pretty much full.
Oh, okay. Then
So
I'll
that's
just
why
put
I
the
was
lid
saying.
back on it.
Okay.
Okay.
You leave the wizard's body there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me a perception check real quick as well, Vic.
That is a solid 7.
Okay. Yeah, no, nothing. Okay. You turn around, you start walking again to the corner, and now you see this small area contains a large fountain. Let me switch over to the map. You guys are currently up here at 10. This small area contains a large fountain set against the eastern wall. Water cascades out of the mouth of a stone skull beautifully carved from a single piece of marble. Only it is not water which pours from the skull. It is blood. Rivers of the deep red liquid gush from the wall and slosh around in the fountain base. In front of the fountain stands a large and imposing skeletal lectern. There's no dust in this room, and the air is a sweet, pungent aroma.
Is this like the skeletal lectern we found in other rooms?
Yeah, it's very similar. Yep. All of a sudden, before you get into this space, you hear the word fresh. And you are suddenly surprised by a figure stepping out from next to the fountain. Somehow he had been concealed in the shadows of the wall. His eyes shine with glee as he extends his hands towards you, Vic. His smile is very wide, exposing his enlarged fangs while lunging at you. Everybody,
Here we go.
roll for initiative.
All right.
I'll use my blood splatter dice for the sake of
Ooh,
the
not a good roll.
Yeah, mine wasn't either. Mine wasn't either.
Do you want us to put it in the chat?
Yes. I'll even tell you guys what I had. Okay, so we have a couple 12s. And Francis is going to whoop on everybody, it looks like.
No, this is just the only time he's going to roll a 20.
That's true. He probably just wasted his high roll right there.
That was, yeah, it was actually an 18, but yeah. Dirty, I think, what'd you call it, Laura? A dirty 20?
Mm-hmm.
So Vic and Riley go second and third. I would assume Vic probably has a higher dex. Or am I wrong in assuming that?
I have a 15.
What's Riley have for dex?
In terms of a tie, I got a 12.
No. What's your attribute? Oh, yeah, it is a tie. Yeah.
Oh, I have a
Yeah.
+8 for my initiative.
No, what's your dex?
Oh,
What's your dex score?
16.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Riley's going to go before Vic. Okay.
Isn't it your initiative bonus that breaks?
No,
Anyway.
it's your dex, technically. I mean, I always do dex. I don't know. I'm assuming
Okay.
the book is the same. So Nolte
We just assume the rules are what we imagine them to be.
Nolte and Kat, who has a higher dex?
Mine is.
I mean, that's 100% Cat. I don't even need to look it up. She's a monk.
Okay.
you're not wrong. I have 16.
And,
mine's 15, so-
Riley, after your turn, look up the initiative tiebreaker.
Yeah,
Just
all right,
because
will
I'm
do.
curious. All right, Francis. So you are in the back. You hear the word fresh. come from around the corner, and you can kind of see Vic tense up.
All right. Can I make my way up to Vic? I am going to cast a spell on Vic. It involves touch. Can I make it there?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to cast Protection from Evil, Undead on Vic.
And how's that work?
I think everything gets disadvantage. Creatures get disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. Target cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. And target has advantage on any saving. Oh, okay. Any saving throws.
Okay. Very good. All right. Okay. And is that everything? You have any bonus actions you want to do?
No.
Okay. Riley, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to extend one hand and have a little bit like a black bit of energy come out of the gem of my hand and just swirl around this figure that emerged from the wall. I'm going to cast Hex on him.
Okay.
I don't much care for him.
Sounds good to me.
And then I am going to use Eldritch Blast, and I'm going to cast... I'm going to throw 2 of them at him.
Okay.
So let's do that. So... Oh, I'm not rolling well across all my dice. High roll is a 14. Low roll is a 12. So I got a 14 and a 12. Do either of those hit?
No. So you blast these Eldritch Blasts, and they go flying by him, hitting the wall right behind him.
Riley's going to just slide off to the side to have a better angle and make sure that Francis is, between him and whatever this thing is.
There you go. All right, Vic. So this creature looks to be lunging at you as Francis touches you on your shoulder.
Do I have any idea what type of creature this might be?
Give me a nature check.
You know what? Okay, so I got a 1.
You don't know. This could be like just a person. I mean, so this person looks like a frail, very pale, sickly-looking person. They don't look like they've eaten in days. They look to be starving. Even their fingers and everything is just skin, just no muscle, no fat, nothing.
Fangs, dude, fangs.
He had fangs?
This could be a half orc for all you know, because
Okay.
they have fangs. Or an orc.
I mean, that's a good
No, it could
point.
be a wolf too.
Those are really easy to kill. Okay. So I am going to, since I don't really know what it is, I'm going to assume it's probably not that difficult to kill, but I'm not going to take too much of a chance
Sure.
on this first one. So, of course, bonus action, rage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move forward and attack it.
Okay.
But I am going to, most of the time, I use 2 weapons to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to use my shield.
Okay.
Just because I'm a little leery of this thing.
Okay.
Okay, that's all. But I'm going to use a longsword to attack.
Sounds good.
Um, 14, I assume probably doesn't hit.
Does not hit. And you're using it
20
two-handed? Or single?
No, it's just a longsword.
You
Sword
can
and
use
shield.
long swords two-handed. Oh, okay. You are using a shield. Okay.
Yeah, I said I was going to use a shield.
Oh, okay,
I
I
don't
didn't
usually
know
do that.
Okay.
But then a 22 for the other one.
22 will hit.
Okay. So That is 11
Damage?
points of damage. And this is, though, my magical longsword. So
What kind of do you know what type of damage it is magically, or?
it's magical. It has a bonus that once per day I can do an extra damage die.
Okay.
So in fact, though, Vic essentially lands a killer blow, and I'm going to use that once per day. I'm going to use that extra damage die on this hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be an additional 5 points of damage. So it's 16 points of damage.
Okay. All right. So you slash it, and you hear this thing go, ah! As he's like just opens, and you see this slow black blood just slowly come out. You know that if this was a normal creature, blood would just flow, just crimson red, and this is not flowing like that.
But he did definitely take damage.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
So
He's got a gaping wound at the moment.
seems promising.
Yeah. All right, and you said you were raging, correct? Okay, Cat.
All right, I am going to attack with my short sword.
Okay. Cat squeezes between Riley and Francis, runs up next to Vic, and brings the short sword in like a thrusting motion.
With a 13.
And misses, as the creature in front of you clearly does not want to suffer another wound from a weapon and just steps to the side.
Well, I'm attacking again, so
All right.
with a 12, so that's a
Nope.
no.
He blocks it with his hand.
All right, I'm going to do my unarmed strike.
Okay.
There we go. That's a 24.
All right, there you go.
And 9 points of damage.
Okay. Do you know what kind of damage that is? I think monks at a certain level can do magical damage, but I don't know if that's like a specific subclass thing. Do you have that ability? Do you know?
I don't.
Okay. Let me see. Let me double check.
Yeah, cross monks at some level they get their unarmed attacks count as magical. I don't remember what level that's at.
I can do a stunning strike.
Gotcha.
I don't think I think it's at least level 7 or 8. I think we're still getting there.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. How much damage was it again?
9.
9. Okay. So you hit this thing, and for as frail as it looks, you've never punched something so hard in your life and seen it not break a bone or give when you've punched it. You know you hit it, and he reacts, but it's solid. Like it's tough. And is that your whole turn?
Yeah.
All right, Nolte.
Okay, so can I get up next to Cat at all?
Yeah, you could probably get behind her.
Okay.
So Vic and Nolte, unless you wanted to step into the blood fountain.
No, I need again. I saw Francis do that touch spell, and I thought it seemed like a super cool idea, and I can do it too. So I was just gonna try to get where I could touch Cat.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can be behind her to do that.
Sorry.
Hey, Lee.
Dogs
I'm
on
sorry.
board.
Sorry to interrupt, Nolte. Kat, are you 6th level? You are, aren't you, with us?
Uh-huh.
Okay. At 6th level, your unarmed strikes count as magical for overcoming resistance and immunity of non-magical attacks.
Oh.
So
There we go.
I don't want to pass that on. That extra couple of points might
Yep. No, that's good.
help us.
I like that.
And that was 9, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, I
That
know.
was
I added
24 points of damage.
I added the extra 4. Don't worry.
All right, if we get that close. All right.
And who knows? She might hit it a few more times.
So I'm going to go up and cast protection from good and evil on Cat as well.
Okay.
And then if I have any movement left, I'm going to back up so I'm not like right the fuck in that zone anymore.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I am going to star form wild shape into a starry form of a dragon.
Okay. Sorry. I'm looking at her character sheet on D&D Beyond just because I wanted to see if it showed up in here. I do know it's an ability of a monk, so I'm with you, and you looked it up, so that's good. But yeah, it doesn't even say it on.
No.
On
Is it in
D&D
your like
Beyond.
features and traits?
Nope, even under class features, it's not. It doesn't show up there.
Weird.
I know, isn't that weird? It has stunning strike, but that's not it. So yeah, I got you. All right. Okay, sorry. So you change into a starried dragon, and that's your turn, correct?
Yeah.
And you casted protection from evil on Cat.
Protection from good and evil on
Good
Cat.
and evil on
Yeah.
Cat. Okay, perfect. Now it is my guy's turn. All right, let me pull up his stuff. All right, so. So you see the vampire lock eyes with you, Vic, and he opens his mouth, and you can just see, or you hear this noise. It's like a loud screech, and all of you can hear it. It almost pierces your ears. It doesn't hurt, but it's like on the fringe of hurting your ears. And it echoes throughout the room and down the hall. And then he is going to attack with his claws at Vic. He is going to miss with his claws at Vic. That is an 11, so that definitely misses. Upon missing, he is close enough, though, to try and bite Vic. That's a lot better. That is a 27 to bite Vic.
And he's attacking with disadvantage?
Oh, wait. He can't. Actually, technically, he can't, and I did not do that. No, I did not do disadvantage. So he wasn't allowed to bite. You have to be grappled first. So he will actually... This is a separate attack. This is the unarmed attack. But... Like you said, disadvantage, so... what is that? It's an 8, 9... 17?
Nope.
All right, so he lunges at you and misses twice.
Vic laughs out loud.
And as you laugh, you start hearing from down the hallway little pitter-patters. And it is now Francis's turn. You hear these pitter-patters coming from behind you.
Okay, well, right now I'm not worried about little pitter-patter kobold feet or skeleton feet or something from behind. I'm going to go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And I am going to designate all of my friends as unaffected.
Beautiful.
And that will, since this vampire is within 15 feet, he's going to get caught up in a twirling swirl of angelic forces. That, 9 points.
I did succeed, so I rolled a nat 20 on the save. So he takes half damage from Spirit Guardians, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you said 9
Well,
points?
wait, yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
So that would be, I guess, half of that is 4.5, 5 radiant damage.
Yep. Let's see. Okay. All right, so you guys see these little angels with like little lightning bolts in their hands, and as they swirl around you guys like a whirling blender of little static electricity and lightning, you just hear as it flies by this creature and continuously shocks him with radiant damage. All right, Riley.
Riley's gonna shift further to try to get away from the pitter patter, kind of position himself so he has a line of sight on the vampire and doesn't have anything coming up behind him.
Okay.
And he's gonna hurl 2 Eldritch Blasts at the vampire, who he still has hexed.
Okay.
So first one, oh my goodness, that was a 17 and then knocked over to a 3.
Oh.
So that first one misses. The next one is a natural 20.
All right. So roll. You know what? We're going to do crits differently now. So do max damage on the. So you're only going to roll once, and then you're going to add it to what your max single die roll would be.
Okay, so I get 1 max damage and then 1 regular damage on all dice rolls.
Plus modifier, yep.
Ooh, I like that. So that's going to be 10 plus 8, 18. That knocks it to a 22, and then let's add that hex damage.
Ooh, and hex damage is doubled also.
Yep. So
roll that. So we'll do it the same way. So take
28.
the damage dice max, and then roll it again.
We're at 33 damage.
Nice.
Magical, obviously, because it's an Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
I'm going with just like Riley flicks another one. It misses, and he just kind of like sets his feet, turns his shoulders, actually takes the time, and then just hits him square in the face with it.
So you blast him in the face. Now, because this was the start of the round, you do see you blow like a chunk of the skin off. Like you can see the skull. And all of a sudden you see the skin form back as he regains some hit points.
Oh, that's not very nice.
That was not because of your spell, though. I do want you to know you did full damage.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Awesome.
It's a vampire. They do that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wink at him. Like, how you doing?
Vic.
Vic's feeling a little worried about this vampire now that she knows that it's a vampire. She's a little nervous about it. So what she's gonna do, so she's gonna stay up in like melee combat with him, like right up next to him. But she is actually gonna, like, she reaches back to the skeleton that's mounted on the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna well, I hope I can do this all on one action. She's gonna take the red ruby, the large red gem,
Okay.
that we got from the eye of the skeleton. She is going to slam it into the skull's socket.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to rub the skull. And she takes her hand and she throws it on the ground next to her. And you see all of these bones, I'm assuming it works this way, fly out of the barrel and start to assemble themselves, slithering around until you see this huge, massive bone naga standing directly next to Vic.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so yes, you are able to do that. You're gonna have to pull up the stats for your bone naga, though.
Oh yeah, dude, I got it.
Okay, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
How
big is this bone naga, by the way?
I mean, man, it doesn't say the size.
It's probably like a large or a huge.
It's gotta be at least a large.
Yeah, at least. Hang on, I'll pull it up.
I would imagine it's gotta be what, like 30, 40 feet.
Oh, I got it here. It's large. So yeah, it's pretty dang big. So the only space for it is really the blood fountain. So you guys see these bones like splashing in the fountain. So the blood is on everybody in this room now. And you see this serpent-like bone creature come out of the fountain and like just start like writhing around almost like a snake. And it's it's completely skeletal with blood dripping off of its bones.
Seems like a terrible idea.
I'm like,
Great
I'm not
idea.
sure this is
Clearly-
a great idea.
This is clearly excellent. I'm in full support of this idea.
What could go wrong? And then
What could go
Let
wrong?
me count the ways.
Yeah, go ahead. What you're saying?
Can I use so I know I'm using a sword and shield. So my offhand is technically on that shield, but could I use like a bonus action to just kind of like hit him with my shield or something?
So I believe there's like a fighter feat or a fighter ability later on that allows you to do that. So I don't like to I'll let you do it this one time. I don't like to normally make something a precedent though if it takes away from other classes. So I'll let you do it this time.
Well, what I'll say is that I don't even care if it does damage or not.
Okay.
I just don't want to have to I don't want to have to re-rage again because I didn't attack.
Gotcha.
So I guess technically I'm trying to skirt the system a little bit. But I can just can just rage again next time.
So here's what you can do. You're proficient with your shield, so I'll let you. As an offhand attack, I'll let you do it.
Okay. So that's an 18.
That will hit. Roll 1d4 damage.
Take that! 1 point, vampire.
So when you hit it with the shield, it does no damage to him. You can tell you did not hurt him at all. But you hit him. All right, Cat.
Okay. Like how everybody is positioned, could I do the burning hands cone?
Yes, because you're within 5 feet, and behind him's a wall, so the fire's just going to scorch the wall.
Yeah.
No, doesn't look like it.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 of my key points to do that.
I didn't even know you could do that. That's crazy.
It's a new thing. I think I just got it at level 6.
Because you're Sun Soul Monk or something like that.
Yep. So I'm going to do that.
So do you like breathe fire at him?
No, it's my hands. My magic hands.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So let's see. So it's 15-foot cone. They must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
If they successfully do
29.
Okay, then they only get half damage. So suck. So 12. So they get 6 points of damage.
All right.
And then that was just my bonus action.
So his shirt that clearly had holes where like the stomach and like the chest were, not dead center of the chest, but it had his shirt had like all these holes in it, catches on fire and just basically burns right off. And with that, it's Nolte's turn.
That was just my bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have your regular action. That's a bonus action?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm awesome. Okay, so now I'm just going to do my regular short sword attack with 18.
All right. Yeah, that'll hit.
With seven points of damage.
All right.
And then my second attack, 17.
That'll hit.
6 points of damage.
Jeez.
And now I'm done.
All right. Okay, so it's his turn. So you can see like these scorch marks where the skin on his chest has started to like blister. And again, you notice that the blisters almost heal instantly because it's the start of his turn. And other spots where he's been hit start to heal. And he then will lunge again at Vic. Oh my god. 17.
He's looking for a taste.
Nope.
He's going to lunge at you again. So this time he lunges at you but trips over the tail of the bone naga that is slipped up behind him. He is now prone on his stomach, unable to get up on his turn because I rolled a nat 1. So, but,
Quick question. If you're prone, what does that do to like a saving throw or something like that?
Nothing. Just
like a deck save.
So what it does is any ranged spell attacks will be at disadvantage, but any regular attacks within 5 feet of him, like hand to hand, have advantage. So that's what it would do. Also, coming up from behind all of you into this room, I think Riley's the only one that sees it because of how he positioned himself. You see swarms of rats that lunge at you, Riley, and jump on top of you. Since I think you're still in the back, it'd be you or Francis. You know what? I'm going to roll. Do they attack?
Francis is up front with Vic.
Okay. Oh, that's right. So they will attack you, Riley.
Are they undead by chance?
They are not.
All right. That's
and
fine.
It looks like there's about 3 packs of them.
That's unfortunate.
So I'm just going to roll for all 3 at the same... Oh! But...
Except, don't they come running into the blades of a Spirit Guardian blender?
That's what I was just about to say. So this blender of spirits that I forgot about, which also gets to attack the vampire, because he's still in his turn inside of the Spirit Guardians. Isn't that how it works? It's on their turn?
I thought it was on my turn. I mean, I rolled for the... I mean,
I'm pretty sure it's either the start or end of their turn. If they're still in it, they take damage. I think it's the start. So yes, roll the damage and we'll apply it to all.
Yeah, you're right. For the first time, and starts in his when his or her turn starts.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so roll that.
Yep.
All right, don't suck, don't suck.
Please suck, please suck.
20. Pretty damn good.
All right, so you
2
guys...
8s and a 4.
So you guys hear a bunch of crackling behind you, and you see the room is lighting up with little lightning bolts, and you see these rats get flung around the room. Most of them, in fact. You also see this vampire, the stuff that just healed, almost gets ripped right off again by all of this, these little crackling and bolts of energy. All right, but 3 packs do make it through to Riley. Okay. So I have an 18, 16, and 4. So do 2 of them hit?
2 of them hit.
Okay. So
give me the total damage between the 2 of them.
Okay, will do. Also, I need you to give me a con save.
Will do. That's a big old nope. I'm rolling real good tonight.
Okay. You take 10 points of damage.
All right. And then I failed the saving throw. Well,
right.
Let me check. I might have proficiency in it, but I rolled a 3 on the dice. Yeah, I rolled a 6 total.
Okay. Yep, you're going to take it. So you are poisoned. Poisoned condition.
Great. Excellent.
All right. And with that, it is Francis's turn.
What does a poison condition do?
That's a great question. I don't remember.
I have disadvantage on attack and ability checks. No big deal or anything. It's fine.
Yeah. It's not
The way
like you
I'm
need to
rolling,
attack
it
anything.
won't even matter. I'd miss anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So, gosh, I think Vic's gonna. I am.
I got this. Go help Riley if you're torn.
Yeah, I am torn, but so I am going to grab one of those vials of holy water that we got early in this dungeon, particularly with the message that he was too powerful in that stakes thing. I think we picked up 4 vials, and I'm going to hit him with some holy water.
Okay.
So if he's prone, do I have to do a range or a melee attack with that?
So are you going to get closer? You could probably squeeze up there if you wanted to quickly get
I
up
was
there.
right behind Vic in order to cast protection from evil.
Yeah, I'll say you could squeeze up there for a melee attack. Roll at advantage, but it would just be your dex bonus because you're not proficient in improvised weapons.
Okay, so with the dex, that turns into an 18.
Okay, so that's going to hit. So you open this and start splashing him with the holy water. Trying to see.
I think that does like 3 to 30 or something. Kidding.
Oh, hang on. Okay. So it kind of has something, but not really, but I'm going to do this. So you start splashing him with holy water. As you start splashing him with holy water, you can see that it is melting his skin where it hits him. And it's doing significant damage. And he is screaming at the top of his lungs, "No! You didn't!" And
This is like Wicked Witch of the West style or something.
you know it. Okay, so no. Okay, nothing important there. Okay. So yes, he takes a lot of damage, and you can just see.
All right, you took care of damage? I don't know what.
Yeah,
holy
I
water
took care
does.
of it. I have a static number from something, and I
Got it. Okay.
did it. Yep. All right. Next up is Riley.
All right, I got these rats on me, right?
Yep, you have 3 small swarms of rats at this point.
Well,
They're climbing all around you, and you can like feel them wrapping around you.
very unfortunately, I am
All that.
out of spell slots, so I can't Misty Step away. So I guess I will.
You could use that weapon you have.
What weapon?
Exactly.
Yeah, nah, I'm just gonna roll for a shocking grasp.
All right. Yeah, just remember last session when we played, your doppelganger had to hit you with a rock because you didn't have any weapons.
Yep. Oh, sure. I roll bonkers on this. My low roll is a 22.
That hits.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do
Half of that would have hit still.
I'm gonna do 10 lightning damage to these damn rats.
Okay. Is that an area of effect or is it a single?
It is a single entity.
Okay. Roll damage. How much damage was it?
11 damage.
All right. So you kill a bunch of them, and now you are down to 2 swarms climbing all over you.
I'm going to, if they move within the spirit guardians, they take damage, right?
Yep.
I'm going to move away and take that opportunity attack.
Oh, okay.
I want to move deeper into the spirit guardians to try to pull them in with me if they want to stay with me.
Okay. You know what? Francis, roll damage. Because I said they're on you, so we're gonna have them take damage now, and because you're moving, I'll just make it happen. I know that's not
9.
raw, but let's have some fun. All right,
Yeah,
so the
9.
So the rest of the rats get flung around and die. You guys are all now bunched up right where the vampire is. And it's now Vic's turn.
All right, so this vampire is laying on the ground, right?
Yeah, with the bone naga right up over it.
Yeah, so Vic's going to go first, and she is going to try and stab straight down into him.
Okay.
So that's like a 26
Yep.
and a 19.
Yup.
Okay. So that is a total of 13 points of damage. I rolled really poorly on that.
Total?
Yep.
Wow.
I know. I rolled like a 1 and a 4. It's fine. But have no fear, because our bone naga friend, you see it slinking back and forth, getting taller and taller, and then the head of this bone naga like comes up over top of the vampire and spits lightning straight down into this vampire that's lying on the ground.
Okay.
So I need a dex saving throw.
Oh. Okay.
It's casting a spell.
He's lying on the ground. He's not going to make a dex saving throw.
Yeah, I rolled disadvantage. So with disadvantage, though, he kind of rolls out of the way a little bit as he rolls a 21 on his lesser of the two rolls.
All right, so he takes half damage. I rolled 30, so he takes 15 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so he's looking rough. You guys hear that familiar crackling sound. However, this time it's a much louder crackling of lightning. And is that everything, Vic?
It's a great question. I think so.
Okay. Cat.
All right, I am gonna do.
Cat hasn't fallen in battle in a long time. I'm feeling
I know.
like something's
No.
wrong here.
Hey, don't
Started
jinx it.
off slow, really like leaned into it. We haven't had any issues in a while. We're gonna keep it that way.
That's true.
So I'm gonna start with my yeah, I'm gonna start with the burning hands again.
Okay. That's a dex save.
Yes.
All right, so you lean over to get him. I rolled a 10.
Yes. Yeah, I have a 13, so no.
Okay.
So he gets 7 points of damage from that.
All right.
And then my regular strike, 21.
Hits.
So that's 9 points of damage.
When you hit him, all of a sudden you just see this poof, and a mist fills the room.
That's gross. We're breathing him in right now.
And you smell this ash as this gas starts moving down that hallway you saw before. It finds a crack in the wall before it gets out of sight, and it seems to go through the crack.
Gross.
And with that...
Did he just wimp out?
Oh, man.
It was Nolte's turn next.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, next time he does that, I am so casting Gust of Wind.
I tell you what. He is in this room still as a gaseous form. It is now Nolte's turn. Part of him has found the crack, though, and started to go through it.
Ooh. I have an idea. No, that's not going to work. Sorry, I knew what I was going to do, and then everything changed. So... No, fuck, none of that works. I'm gonna hit him with my stick.
Okay.
If I can still see him as a gaseous form.
You can swing. Go ahead. Roll to swing.
Okay.
Roll to attack.
21.
You do not feel contact with anything.
I don't know what you're talking about, guys. I don't think he's still here.
And this gaseous form starts working its way through this crack until it is no longer visible. And we're out of combat. What happens with this bone naga?
I got that thing for 24 hours.
Okay.
So
It's going to take up the whole hallway if it tries to go down it, and it's probably going to move very slow. Slinking
that's
through there.
fine.
I know, I'm just letting you
I'll
know.
wait.
I'm just letting you know. Okay.
Did you guys see that? I told you we gotta collect the bones. I told you we gotta keep the bones.
That was pretty awesome.
I'm not sure that's a great
How
idea.
cool are we that we survived a vampire attack?
I mean, like, he survived us. Let's be honest.
Well, that's fair. Although I tell you, those protection from evils, I think,
Yeah, no, that was clutch. Good work.
really helped our frontline guys.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, good show, everybody. The Bone Naga was clutch. Nolte, nice job. Cat, the magic hands, they're doing work.
Yeah, do what I can.
Yeah, no, I think that
The fountain is still spewing blood out the wall.
Super gross.
It
Is there
stinks.
like a purification thing you can do over there, Francis?
Make a shower or something.
No, not really.
Give me a religion check, Francis.
15.
So, you believe this is some kind of a altar and fountain as like a holy spot for the old blood god.
Interesting. Yeah, is there some way to like desanctify it?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay. I'll think on that. Yeah, I'm besides I'm almost out of spell slots, so I think I don't know about you, but some of us need some resting.
I would say maybe
There's a bedroom.
maybe it's high time we head back up to the inn.
Bath. I'm covered in blood. It's
You remember that one spot on
Oh.
like the second floor that all
Yeah.
collapsed though?
Like, it's super. At this point, we're sort
I
of
don't-
trapped down here. Once we go up, we're up.
Yeah, I think we gotta go forward to go up.
I will burn my last second level spell slot to cast lesser restoration on Riley, which restores diseases, paralysis, poison.
Oh, that's mighty appreciated. I feel I feel much better.
I hope so. Because
that wasn't fun.
So Riley's been profusely sweating since he got bit by rats.
we need your Eldritch Blast. When you sling those Eldritch Blasts, we need them to land.
Yeah, that's fair. I've been a little off.
Okay. So, you guys are currently in the Blood Fountain room, number 10. There's nothing else in this room. You can go back the way you came.
Do you think we could barricade ourselves in one of those bedrooms, maybe?
So you guys never came down to this room, by the way.
Well, we didn't go through the crawl space, so we definitely need to go through the crawl space before the night is over.
Well,
Yep, and
let's
that's
go
over
to
there.
that room 6 too. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
let's go
something
to
in that room.
If we're as far as we can go here, let's go to room 6. Maybe
Unless
that'll
we-
be a good place to barricade ourselves into sleep.
Okay. So you guys make your way back down to room 6. It's a wooden door. Is Vic opening it?
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The doorway opens into a room that was obviously a guard room at some point. A weapons rack holds some old weapons, and a large shelf contains armor and bottles. In the center of the room is a table surrounded by chairs. On the table are the remnants of a card game and gambling paraphernalia. Everything is yellowed with age and is very brittle. However, one item sticks out: a wooden stake. There are no other exits.
Just sitting on the table.
Yep.
That seems handy.
I'm gonna be honest. This seems like a real good nap room.
Mm-hmm.
And there's cards.
Yep.
We can play some
And
cards.
the bone naga can guard us so we can all sleep.
Yeah, the bone naga's in the hallway taking up all that space.
So who should carry the wooden stake?
Why would we want a wooden stake?
Vampire.
Just to theorize, if we run into a vampire again.
But didn't the other room say stakes didn't work?
There was a note, there was a book that said stakes were useless. We had no idea how powerful it was. Stocked up on holy water. But conventional wisdom says that wooden stakes and vampires don't get along very well.
Okay, but that's conventional wisdom as opposed to this actual thing that specifically said that this vampire here was unaffected.
I mean, I feel like both of you are right that like maybe it's one of those last ditch effort things, but maybe it's not the first thing we try.
Yeah, I suppose if we are able to find it in its coffin and its secret hidey hole, it might be useful. I'm not sure wooden stake is going to be the greatest weapon to wield in another confrontation like that.
Okay. So the bottles on the shelf are a bright red liquid.
Like blood red liquid?
Not like blood, but they're bright red. They're very familiar in
Like
tone.
healing potion red?
Like healing potion red.
Very much so.
Or protection from vampire potion red.
So, something like that. Someone going to check them out?
Yeah, I'll check them out. I have an herbalism kit, so I can make healing potions. Possibly that could help me identify them.
Okay. Yeah, you pop the cork open and sniff it. Give me a check. Like what would it be? What kind of check? Survival check, probably? Wouldn't
Okay.
that be with the skill that you'd probably use for herbalism?
Sure.
Or nature? Something like that?
18.
So, definitely healing potions. So there are 10 of these bottles. They are potions of superior healing.
Ooh.
Holy cow.
That sounds like 2 for everybody.
I don't even know how much healing that does because I've never gotten one before.
Well,
8d4
it's
plus
obviously
8.
going to be a lot.
8d4
8d4.
plus 8.
Gee.
Sounds like a lot until you roll all ones.
I mean, that's still 12. That's something.
Well, I think it makes sense to kind of divvy those up two apiece.
Yep.
So clearly this room was meant to be discovered before that vampire, and that vampire was clearly meant to be far more difficult than it was.
It was difficult enough.
I don't think anybody got hurt
Riley did.
Yeah,
by the rats.
Fought a vampire.
By a CR, a quarter CR.
Well,
I
when
mean,
you get
the protection spell helped out. He got
disadvantage was a
disadvantage.
big deal, yeah.
That is true. I will give you that. Winning initiative definitely did help.
Plus, me with a shield and everything. That's a
Because a
getting up there.
17 would normally hit you, wouldn't it, Vic?
Correct.
So,
And that you hit 17 twice, and that missed
the
it.
one where you stopped me because you said disadvantage, I rolled an 18 on the die. That means that was a 27.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And then she would have been grappled, and then the bite would have came.
And then the bite.
Mhm.
Vic's gonna become a vampire.
It would have been awesome.
Well, she's already obsessed with bones. Them bones, them bones, them dry bones.
So, there's also a lot of money that's on the table with all the gambling stuff. Did anyone ever check the coin purse on the wizard?
I said to. I don't know if we actually did or not, but
You did. We'll say you did.
Yes.
It's kind of common knowledge. The wizard in the hallway had... Where did I write that? There it is. 434 gold.
Oh boy.
By the way, the ring you're wearing from the wizard is a ring of spell storing.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not sure how that would work for a warlock, but interested to find out.
He's got
I
spells.
mean, I can store spells in it.
Well, how high level does it go?
I think it's whatever.
Oh no, I'm not very high level right now.
So if you want to look up that item, Riley, you'll be good there. As for the money in this room, there's 113 gold and 214 silver just sitting in on the table.
And how much silver to what?
214. And if you guys want to grab weapons, there's all sorts of mundane weapons. So they're all a little bit rusted and in not the best shape, but a bunch of rusty weapons.
Do I do extra damage for like tetanus or something like that?
Sure, against living. Wouldn't help you much against these undead. Don't roll a nat 1 or you might get tetanus and have the poisoned condition. All right, so you guys taking a long rest?
Do you guys want to take a long rest?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to move the table so you can sprawl out and lay on whatever you would normally sleep on the floor. And the night passes without much of an issue. Without any issue, I should say. And what you think has been at least 8 hours passes, I should say, not night. You all wake up. Bone Naga's still outside.
Hey, all, can I request a slow start tomorrow morning, like an extra hour?
Like a late checkout?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna load 2 Misty Steps and a Hex into that ring of spell storing, and then rest again to get my spell slots back. I'm gonna load 2. I'm sorry. I'm gonna load 2 Misty Steps, rest, and get those spell slots back. So I got them in the ring of spell storing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, just like an extra hour on the rest.
Sounds good.
Just yeah. Okay. So that thing's loaded now.
That way you can do the short rest to also get your spell
Yeah,
slots.
I get my spell slots back, and then
Yeah,
it
that makes
has
sense.
Misty Step in it.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Riley, you're the only one that got hurt in that battle, and by rats.
Yeah, it was really it was a glorious battle.
It was.
I have no regrets or embarrassment.
Quarter CR creatures did the most damage to the players in that battle.
Yep.
Through the spirit.
If only we had a bard, they would be able to make an entire song about it.
That's true, but we don't have a bard.
It's a missed opportunity, guys. Missed opportunity.
Should have hired one to tell the tales. Oh well, it's not like you were in a tavern or anything upstairs. Okay.
Just hire someone when we're done to make up songs based on what we tell them about what happened. Clearly, those were giant rats.
Right.
Rats of unusual size. Or rodents of unusual size.
They might have been even like vampiric rats or something like that. They had big teeth.
Vampire rats instead of bats.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, let's crawl space.
Okay, so you guys go back through the old room that you were in before, where you fought your doppelgangers, and you make your way over to the crawl space over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so when you peek into the crawl space, who's going first? Vic again? Okay.
Can
Well,
she fit?
I can't fit with the barrel, can I?
No, but you could take it off and roll it around through there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let somebody else go first and check it out and tell me whether it's worth
I'll
not
sneak
having
down that way.
a bone
Okay.
naga for the next 15 hours.
Yeah, the bone naga can't go through there. It's too big.
I'll be real sneaky.
Okay. The skull of the bone naga is too big to fit through there. So Riley, give me a stealth check.
My rolling continues. That's 12.
So you think you're quiet.
I think I'm the quietest.
Your party probably is like, they probably don't realize you're trying to stealth.
Slightly above average.
Yeah. So you enter into a dark and very small space through the gap in the wall. The eastern wall looks a little unstable. It's kind of angled and cracked. There's a narrow crawl space that heads north and turns east. There's also an opening south into a small area. This is clearly the space between the walls of the structure. The floor is all loose stonework and not properly laid. A central column holding up the vaulted ceiling has collapsed. Balustrades line the southern and eastern walls. In the corner of the room is a colony of mushrooms. So that you go into this southern room of the crowd, or you see into this southern room, and you can see a bunch of mushrooms line the wall. Has a very similar, very familiar smell to you. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, happily. That's a 23.
Smells like that smell when you chug a healing potion. Like right before you chug it, that's like that smell of that.
That's what those mushrooms smell like?
Yeah.
I want to collect them just for,
Okay.
reasons.
You're able to gather about 4 full mushrooms.
All right. 4 mushrooms. Making a note. Any, run me back. Are there any paths forward out of this space, or is this a space
No.
in between the walls?
So this is a room. Well, this is an empty gap space. So yes, it's like a space between walls. You'd notice that there was a wall here, but then there's also an area that goes north and then turns east.
All right.
That also is all crawl space.
Can I go through that?
Yeah, you could.
All right. Let me try that.
Okay. You meander through the twisting crawl space eastwards. When it opens up to a small square space, there's a basic wooden door to the north. So
Oh boy, another door.
there.
All right,
But
I'm gonna go
but
back
you're by
get-
yourself. Yep.
I'm gonna go back, get everybody, tell them it's all clear, and there's just a door.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, everyone,
So,
it's all clear. There's just a door and some mushrooms. I got them. Nolte, what do you make of these?
Yeah, I'll check the mushrooms. Can I do a nature check on them?
Yeah, with advantage because you're an herbalist.
Sweet. $22.
So you know definitely that this is a very rare mushroom and is the prime ingredient in potions of superior healing.
Oh.
And so eating a full mushroom can give you the same effects of a potion of superior healing.
These work like the potions we found in that other room.
Oh.
You might be able to take these 4 and stretch them and make 5 potions over the course of a night.
I could possibly make them into more potions than just if we ate the mushrooms, but...
Why don't you hold on to them then? Why don't you take them?
It would require you to set up, and it would take, a pretty rigorous set of doing that, though.
But we also just found a bunch of potions, so we're not, like, in dire straits right now, and if we end up needing them before, then we can just eat them.
It's 4 of them, right?
Yep, 4 of them. So you can either eat them as is and get the use of 4, or she could spend a full 24 hours, like, focused, no distractions, making potions, and make it into 5.
Well, that seems like a good investment in time later on.
It does. All right. So, but if there's nothing this way, does anybody remember where we haven't looked? Because
There was a door that way.
Oh.
Well, yeah, we can still go through this crawl space and check out this last door that seems to be accessible only through this crawl area. So there must be something good there.
You feel slight tremors again, by the way.
That's probably good.
Guys, we should probably figure out what the hell is going on down here. We should probably not open every blasted bedroom we come across. We really don't have all the time in the world.
We kind of need to go down further to figure out the tremors, right?
I would think so, but we haven't figured out a way to get down. Unless I'm missing or forgetting something.
Did we, in room 4, did we go through that door to the south?
Yep, that's the door we came through.
That's the door we came in, right?
Room 4? Yeah, you guys went there.
That's where we came in.
Yeah, because we came in...
Because we dropped
up
in
by,
at
like,
2.
16.
No, we dropped in at 2, and like...
Yeah, you guys were down
flooded.
here, you went through
2
this
and 3
door,
were
went
flooded.
up, and into this room, and bloop.
Yeah.
This room was all flooded, and this whole hallway was flooded, and this whole hallway was flooded.
Yeah, and then that's back up to the top, so we don't know how to get down from here. Wait, when we dropped into hallway 2... We were in a secret tunnel before that.
Yep.
Am I remembering that there was a ladder down that we did not take?
You took the ladder down to get to this level.
And was there anything else? Any additional ladders, hallways, anything like that? We went as far as we could.
I believe you guys explored everything that you saw or came across for the most part.
Okay.
Well, we missed something somewhere.
Yes, probably.
I mean, clearly.
Okay. Where did we miss
we can go back and like check for, secret doors or something somewhere, but I don't even know where to start.
Well, it seems like the vampire room would be a good place to start. That's...
Oh, like maybe there's something else in there?
Well, not only did he escape through a crack in the wall, that must go somewhere, but I would be more inclined to think that there'd be a secret door coming off of the vampire room than off of, say, the guard room or the...
So you guys are currently in room 4, correct? Like over by the crawl space talking?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which one? Keep the map up for a second. Which one was the vampire room that we were in?
Way up here at 10. That was a dead end.
Oh,
We're
okay.
gonna open the door that we found in the crawl space.
We did not. If we
So-
can, I mean, if we really need to explore everything, let's go ahead and do it.
We got to 10 through 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then did we check out 8, that open area over
You did
there?
not go to 8. That's another like opening area.
That the opening in the wall that like had crumbled.
Yeah, you guys went
No.
north and then east.
Oh, right.
let's
That's
go
where
check-
that's where the sweet smell was coming from.
Yeah, the smell came from room 10 where the blood fountain was.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
But
right, well,
so
I mean,
you guys were in 5. You went up. You did not turn into 8, and you went up and around to 10.
let's go check out 8, and then if nothing's in 8, back up to 10 for the vampire room.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys make your way over to 8. You have when you walk into this space. Pull it up. The collapsed wall reveals a passageway heading north, which diverts east. Obviously, you guys didn't go. You guys went east. Parallel to it, on the western side, is another passage which heads north and turns west, opening into a small square area. In the center of the area, the floor has collapsed, and water is spilling up from below into a deep pool.
Water is spilling up from below.
Yeah, it's filling this hole. Basically, it's a big, giant water fountain.
Can I go look at the water?
Yeah,
Well, this would be a good place to clean up from all the blood.
Well, let's
true.
wait. Is it a natural spring? Is it clean water? Is it holy water?
Give me a
Is
nature
it-
check.
Yeah.
Looking in, it's very deep.
Okay. 23.
So you believe this is just like rainwater that's filled up. It has a smell of like rain.
Okay. Well, I totally brought the wrong spell for this. How deep does it look?
30 feet possibly.
I'm gonna grab a loose stone on the ground, cast light on it, and drop it down there to see if I can see anything at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, so when you drop this down in there, you can see what looks like a opening towards the bottom in the side.
I found a way down.
I don't like this idea.
Got to go through an underwater tunnel.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
That's an option.
Well, look, I told you I didn't bring any of the right spells for this, but
Yeah, but only one of us can turn into like a crocodile here, okay?
right.
Hold
It was
on
the other
while you
spells.
sort us through it.
I mean, do you want me to go check it out?
I mean, yeah. Why don't you go scope out the distance, and then if necessary, you could help us swim through it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's really short and all you have to do is kind of drop down, go 5-10 feet, and then pop back up, then it wouldn't be a danger. But if it's long and hard to see and
Okay, I'm gonna jump into the water.
Okay. You're going to swim 30 feet down in human form?
Mm-hmm.
Or as human form? Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. 14.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to swim down. You swim down 30 feet. It takes you about 15 seconds to get down there. And you see this opening. Are you able to see in the dark?
I am 60 feet.
Okay, perfect. Are you wanting to proceed through the opening at the bottom?
Yes, I want to scout ahead.
Okay.
And there is a rock down here that's got light
Yes.
still.
Yep.
So, okay.
You pass through the opening and rise up to the surface. You are in between the walls of a location to the north and from where you just came to the south. There are some wall segments jutting out just before the surface, which can be climbed onto. There are walls to the east and west.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna climb
In the
on.
far western corner, you see a small bag. You want to open it?
Yeah, I do.
It looks like a gem, like a purple gem that looks extremely valuable to you.
Ooh, I will take that.
Okay.
So you said there's walls jutting up that I could climb on?
Yeah, it looks like it. Sorry, let me relook at this. It looks like it's a dead end. You're in between the walls of a location to the north, and from where you just came to the south, there are some wall segments jutting out just above the surface, which can be climbed onto. So, and that's where the bag was. It's kind of sitting there on the, like a ledge.
Okay. But there's nothing else this way.
No,
This is
pretty much a
dead.
dead end. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I will go back and tell everybody that this was a dead end. But I found this really cool sparkly gem. It's purple.
When you come up out of the water, the whole ground starts to shake. Loud, heavy. All of you give me a dex check. Or a dex save. Beat a 15.
Nope.
20.
Okay. Anyone who did not make 15 or higher, you slip on the floor now that it's all wet, and because of the slope of it, with the shaking of everything in this place, you fall into the water. Who fell into the water?
That would be me.
Kat? Is she the only one that had under a 15?
No, Nolte did.
Okay, so Nolte and Kat, you both fall into the water, making a large splash. We're going to end the session right there.
That's fine.
At least we're clean.
We're fine. Everything's fine here. Going in the water, probably no problem at all.
Not
Yeah.
at all. Let's go wrong.
There's not. I've already been in the water. There's no issue.
Exactly. Precisely. Everything's fine.
It's
So-
fine.
So next session, you guys are planning on going back to room 10, I think you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And if nothing's there, you'll plan on going back to room 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, we'll end the session. If this is your first time here, hit subscribe, give us a like, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is Master of the Game. I'm Juice. Game on.